Welcome to my YouTube channel, Shankhanad. After totally 9 different high-level meetings between the military personnel officers of China and India, India and China now have agreed to mutually and simultaneously withdraw the troops from eastern Ladakh in a synchronized manner to the positions which were held somewhere in April 2020. That is, mostly it is in Pangong Tso Lake area, that is north of Pangong Tso and south of Pangong Tso. North of Pangong Tso, as all you are aware, there are around few fingers which are protruding land within the lake. Finger 1 to 8 was claimed by India, and east of that was with China. However, China had intruded in finger 4 to 8, and now whatever structures they had made, semi-permanent, permanent, that also have been removed. So, on the ground you can see that withdrawal is taking place. In south of Pangong Tso Lake, we had held some strategic heights. Maybe we will have to leave those few, but the movement had started now for withdrawal. Now, how long this will be like this is a big question. But on ground, as you can see it happening, one should be optimistic about it. But a question always arises, that is China serious about all this? De-escalation, is it possible year after? Because this has happened only in one area. There was no talk about Depsang plains and other areas near DBO. So, we should consider this as a first step towards de-escalation. Now, the reasons which could be discussed about their withdrawal could be, one, that what has happened from April 2020 till now, that made them withdraw, or there is some change in their strategy. They are taking some different strategic stance now and move out of maybe eastern Ladakh, but make their appearance somewhere else. So, they may have a different plan in their mind. China, as we all know, is very unpredictable, and what happens behind the iron curtains in China is not known to the world at all. Firstly, let us consider it is very serious about its withdrawal. Then, what could be the reasons for this? China, as we know, believes in expansion. They have expansionist ambitions, and they have shown it time and again. China, as we know, amassed the troops near LAC and tried to establish a unilateral claim in eastern Ladakh, somewhere, as I mentioned, in April 2020, near Pangong Tso Lake and some region nearby. But after 15 June's incident, in which in Galwan sector our forces really fought well and China got a bloody nose. It was China, mind you, which put forward the proposal of talks, and realizing that the massacre of their army will not be good thing for them year after. But thereafter many rounds of discussion took place, but not much happened during that. And after the 9th talk only, on 10th Feb 2021, it was decided to mutually to withdraw from their positions. China as we know, never anticipated that there is a likelihood of India resisting so much in East Ladakh region, and never expected such a response from India. Thereafter, India didn't stop at it but took strategic heights in south of Pangong Lake region overnight, which was another surprise for the Chinese. And this aspect, established aspect, that India is not going to bend backwards as earlier, and they are going to see eye to eye with the enemy. After this incidences, or you can say the conflict, it was known that China is a paper tiger and not combat worthy, especially in the mountainous terrain where Indian infantry is much better off than Chinese soldiers. Mind you, India was always considered a force to reckon within the Asian region. It was considered as a peaceful but mighty nation. That confidence within the Asians got once again reinstated by the action taken by Indians against the Chinese. Even few European countries were impressed and appreciated the India's resistance to expansionist nature of China. To give an example, Quad was used as a medium to get closer to US, Japan, Australia, and these nations together are going to keep a check on South China Sea hereafter. Russia, mind you, a good friend of China, also came to India's help and promised to supply the military material in shortest possible time. Thus, Russia also showed confidence in India. Chinese people, within China now, are losing faith in their system, which lack transparency, as the whole world knows. President Xi tactics of hiding facts from his own people has resulted in people losing faith in him. Financial losses also may be one of the reasons in this pandemic time, because of which the faith is being lost. One thing I want to point out here is the timing of the withdrawal. From 10 Feb, the withdrawal has started. The timing of withdrawal appears very mysterious, to say the least. Now you may ask, why? We must understand that in this East Ladakh region, it is very difficult to fight a war in winter season because of the climate and the terrain as such. However, now summer is going to approach. The Chinese forces and the Indian forces were eye to eye in the worst of the season and weather. But now when the opportunity of them to hold on for another 6 months was there, this withdrawal started. That doesn't explain what are Chinese thinking actually. And that is what appears to me a problem area. What explains China's belligerent attitude? Was China by chance testing its own capability to hold on all alone without any help from the other countries? Maybe. And that is now why now they have decided it can't hold on like this, and they may be withdrawing it. However, it's very difficult to know what is going on in China's mind. That is why we need to be very vigilant. China is getting this is all about why the withdrawal has taken place, the reasons behind it. But does China have another strategic plan? Means they will withdraw from East Ladakh, however open new fronts. Let's have a look at this point also. China presently and much earlier also has been getting quite cozy with Pakistan. But recently they had bilateral talks in which more help was extended to them financially as well as by giving them military wares. However, in exchange, Pakis were told to have a better control in Balochistan. Now, why China has developed interest in Balochistan? In between, they talked about J&K also, that they may intervene if J&K problem is not resolved. But now, that is a thing in past. Now they have started showing interest in Balochistan. China, mind you, even offered Pakistan to control the situation. Is China trying to open up another border near Balochistan with India? Are they looking for an opening into the Arabian Sea? If Pakistan agrees to their request of helping them out to contain Balochistan, then they will have an entry there and you will see Chinese soldiers all over, and that may be their long-term policy. Their presence in Balochistan is, mind you, definitely a point of worry for India. Now, secondly, the takeover of Myanmar military by overthrowing the elected democratic government cannot be, I repeat, cannot be without the help of China. China's hand must be there in this activity. China is opening another route, I suppose, to Indian areas by land and by sea. By land we will see later, but by sea they will have an approach in the Indian Ocean when they have control over Myanmar government, the military junta which has formed a government now. Moreover, Myanmar has a common border with India and it has been quite porous all the while and marred with always by insurgents also. Lot of activities of insurgents takes place there, and even smuggling of arms is not uncommon. The FMR, that is free move regime in this border, is also helping, along with the terrain, the avenue to criminals and insurgents, which will be now much easier once China's presence is seen into Myanmar. And with this, there will be possibility of Chinese weapon getting into India through these insurgents and criminals and even militants. That is why it is very important for India to man this route. Now that a friendly government, that is a Chinese friendly government, is installed in Myanmar. Is the withdrawal in East Ladakh due to difficult terrain and weather and difficulties which the soldiers were facing in that region is a question for which now the answer is yes. And more so because in that region, that is mountainous region, Indian infantry or Indian soldiers are stronger. They fight mountainous terrain conflict better than Chinese, has been well understood by China. So our mountain warfare is much better, of good quality than China. So that also may be a reason for withdrawal from East Ladakh. The withdrawal from Ladakh may not be permanent. That is also a possibility. And now, instead of Eastern Ladakh, they may move and concentrate toward northeast. That is somewhere in Arunachal Pradesh and at the Chicken Neck. Because that region is slightly better off for controlling than the Eastern Ladakh region. Withdrawal from Eastern Ladakh is definitely a good sign, but we should not get overconfident and overwhelmed with this Chinese gesture and remain vigilant all through. Moreover, the two new approaches which I talked about, that is at Balochistan and Myanmar, are quite relevant and likely that China will try to open up them to keep the insurgency or militancy or conflict with India going. Therefore, it is very, very important for India to keep a vigilance at these three likely hot spots, as I call them. Northeast region, we had strengthened our forces when China was creating problem in Eastern Ladakh. However, near Myanmar border and near the Gujarat and other region, we may have to be further vigilant and strengthen our forces there. Because I fully feel that China may be now trying to shift the friction points to northeast from Ladakh and to other regions where they have their friends well established. China, as we all know, is one of the most unpredictable communist nation. Under Xi Jinping, we don't know what they are up to. Therefore, China's intentions cannot be understood by best of the think tanks also. So, keeping vigilance and being ready for next moves of China is an important aspect which I feel. We need not see too much in withdrawal from Eastern Ladakh, though our actions in Eastern Ladakh really made China think twice whether to remain there or not. But China is not going to open other areas, cannot be said. So, this new development which I have brought in, for this we need to be vigilant and be prepared. For in Eastern Ladakh, there was a slight intelligence failure earlier. So, with withdrawal of troops from Eastern Ladakh, we will be vigilant in Eastern Ladakh, but we need to be vigilant as a country for our security of the nation in the regions which I have said. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel Shankhanad. Please like the video and give comments if any. Thank you and Jai Hind.